We are the people of the trance. We talk to the spirit. The spirit come into us. This is our church. The tree, the sky, the breeze, the earth, the flower. And that's how Mother Earth hear our prayers. From the drum, the dance, the trance. People!
Philadelphia, city of brotherly love, home to the first U.S. Capitol, the site of Pennsylvania founder William Penn Holy Experiment. It would also serve as a home for the Religious Society of Friends, aka Quakers.
Seeking asylum in America, Quakers first settled in Northern Carolina, New Jersey, and Rhode Island.
Quakerism was birthed out of the Protestant movement. After fleeing persecution from the church, many found shelter in the New World, in Puritan colonies, where they would also be discriminated against. 1681, King Charles, the Black Boy King, would grant Penn the charter to what would become Pennsylvania. European colonialism was inevitable. Philadelphia would be the base that would change the landscape of American history forever. Quakerism wanted to establish religion, education, and also identity. Identity for the indentured, the slaves and indigenous tribes whom the Quakers attempted to govern, assimilate, and organize as a body politic and labor class in their own lands. Education would be established by Anthony Benezet, a wealthy Huguenot and Society of Friends member whose family escaped persecution and fled to the New World. He founded a school for Negroes. April 14, 1775, he and Benjamin Franklin founded the Society of Relief for Free Negroes. Even though their families were slave and indentured owners themselves, they advocated the abolishment of slavery and provided relief for free Negroes and Indians who would assimilate. The most powerful families in the colonies were melanated people of European origins. From the Stewart family, who founded the 13 colonies, the Slocum family, who Paul Cuffey derives from. Cuffey would advocate the indigenous tribes to leave America and to migrate to British colonies founded by Sierra Leone Company. Cuffey, whose family were high-ranking Society of Friends members, would found the Friendly Society of Sierra Leone, planting the flag of British colonialism. Daniel Coker would also go over with the Sierra Leone Company and found the first AME church and also Creole culture. The Committee for the Relief of the Black Poor were loyalists who, after the 1763 French and Indian and Revolutionary War, remained loyal to the crown. Most were Scottish, Irish, and Indians who were prisoners of tribal wars and also civil wars in Europe. They would migrate to Sierra Leone, the first British colony in West Africa. Another Black European family of status was the Allen family, the most powerful and wealthiest family in Philadelphia up until the Revolutionary War, would birth one of the Black founding fathers of U.S. colonialism. February the 14th, 1760, he would attend Quaker schooling under Anthony Benezet, and in 1787, he would co-found the Free African Society, serve as treasurer for the Prince Hall Freemasons, and found the AME Church, African Methodist Episcopal, home of the Pan-African movement. 1792, an event happened that would reshape history forever. St. George Methodist Church whites and blacks were split. White Quakers would govern the white races, and the black Quakers would govern the blacks. Education, religion, and identity would be the tools of success. The AME Church would prove successful in her mission on civilizing the minds of the indigenous Americans and also organizing Euro black royalty in America. The Quaker abolitionist movement would be adamant about relocating indigenous tribes of America to foreign lands. 1816, the American Colonization Society. Following the Revolutionary War, many tribes opposed assimilation. The question again arose, can colonialism be successful without removing the copper-colored nations of Turtle Island? They would form Liberia in West Africa, a sister company to the British Sierra Leone, where they would be unsuccessful. 1830, prominent free Negro activists will organize the first National Negro Convention. The group will meet in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. In the home of Reverend Richard Allen, Mother Bethel AME Church, where they would discuss relocation methods of sponsorship for migration of people of color to Canada, the Caribbean islands, and Liberia. In the same year of 1830, Andrew Jackson Indian Removal Act, forcing the ancient southeastern Indians to relocate west of the Mississippi River. A series of wars would follow. In the late 1700s, Scottish-Irish Indian agents interbred with southeastern tribes and formed their own governmental organizations under U.S. jurisdiction. President George Washington's civilization plan will complete the process to gain and maintain power over the tribes. This would birth the 5 civilized tribes. As the U.S. expands, the mixed race tribes will sign false treaties and cede millions of acres of ancestral land. Andrew Jackson, also of Scottish-Irish ancestry, would ally with the mixed race Scottish-Irish chiefs in the War of 1812 against the copper-colored tribes. Prisoners of war would be enslaved, return lands back to Confederate plantation owners. This would catch the eye and attention of the northern black European activists, as they would make their move to organize and control this labor force and expand. Problem was, Confederates who had great relationships, most time blood relations to the southern tribes. That's why whites were raised by blacks in the South and traditionally brought the culture and customs, hunting, tracking, and food. Soul food, that is. And white southern culture is called southern cooking, which is southeastern Indians' cultural food, also referencing Charles Hudson in the book published in the Midwest, to be used as labor to build the U.S. expansion. This would become known as the Great Migration. (1787), the Dawes Road. The Dawes Road would basically come in and reverse the 1866 treaties. Whereas before the land was given to the nation, now it would be individually allotted, which will allow the U.S. government to easily control who gets what and who gets nothing. The Dawes Road would also deem who would be considered Indian and who doesn't. If your family didn't sign up to the Dawes Road,
we are the people of the trance. We talk to the spirit.